Previously on the Sunderland Rtg, we started our career here with Sunderland signing three huge talents, Jordi and Bola of Monaco. We signed the Englishman Kelly, and we also signed a Barcelona striker in Abel Ruiz. Our biggest shock though was the current Sunderland player Maja setting the team a storm, scoring a hat-trick in one of his first games and leading the team in goal scoring. Alright boys, we're back with episode number 2 of the Sunderland Road to Glory career mode, where today we're going to finish off season 1 and hopefully get promoted to the championship. About halfway through this season, things are looking good in the Carabao Cup, where we're playing Watford now in round number 4. And then in league play, we are sitting 4th behind only Portsmouth, Charlton Athletic, and Plymouth Argyle. And as for the team, we made 3 signings in the last episode. We brought in Ruiz, we brought in Jordi, and Kelly in the center back position. He can also play left back. To speed up the season, I'm going to be simming more games in today's episode. I am going to be playing a lot of the important games, but the Carabao Cup, we've played the first few. It's a competition that we don't necessarily need to win. I'm more focused on the FA Cup. So we're going to sim this game against Watford. It's most likely going to result in a loss. Watford is just a far superior team than us at this point in the career mode. And yes, there it is, the 2-1 defeats. We brought in the scouting system into play in the last episode, and we have one player, 16 years of age. Since our scout's judgment only at 1, this guy could be complete trash. He also could be somewhat decent, but his potential only from a 50 to a 68. We're going to reject him for now. All right, it's time to make our way over here into December, or into January. I mean, we want to get into the January transfer window. I'm going to go through a lot of these games. We'll play some of the important ones, and then it'll be time to sign some players. So here we go into the first game of the episode. We're taking on one of the better teams in the league, Plymouth Argyle, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys now is most likely just the bigger matchups we take on, like if we go up against any Premier League teams, or if we come up against any of the teams within like the top 5 in the league. This is our lineup. It's looking pretty decent. Most of our players are healthy and fit right now. Getting into game number 1. Here we go. Starting things off. It is the 5-star skiller, Magidi, putting it in. I know he's getting old. I know he's like 33 years of age, but the man is still a beast. He still has 5-star skills, and he's still the leader of this team. I'm going to be looking in to bring another left midfielder sometime soon, but for the time being, man, Magidi is such a freaking stud. So quick. And a great finish right there. We wouldn't be done later on. 88th minute of action. Abel Ruiz, the Spanish man, puts it in. Former Barcelona youngster, now a star here at Sunderland, man. What a freaking goal from him, giving us a 2-0 lead against Plymouth Argyle, one of the better teams in the league. And boys, we're now dominating League 1 right now, and we have a great chance of going on and winning the title here. This one, though, great start to the episode, a 2-0 win against Plymouth Argyle. So to stay on track with the board, one of our requirements is to sign a player that is a defender in the youth academy, and we have a few players from our monthly scouting report that we are going to sign, but we need to adjust the wages. 1 second. Okay, both of these players look like they could be decent. The only thing is I'm not sure if they're defenders or not. I'm gonna sign both of them, and let's go take a look here. Hopefully, if one of them is a defender, we're gonna end up just signing them straight away. There is a right back and there is a left back, one at a 51 overall, the other at a 48 overall. We need to achieve this goal. We'll end up signing them eventually, but right now I'm just kind of going to let them grow in the youth academy. Also, huge news, boys. We're sitting first right now in the table in League 1. Let's go. And so as we were in first, we now come up against another team in the top 5. This is going to be the last game before the January transfer window. Portsmouth, arguably the best team in our league. And look at this goal right here from Abel Ruiz. Last episode, it was Maja who turned up and scored the majority of our goals. This episode, Abel Ruiz is coming to play. He's slowly progressing in his rating. He's like at a 71 right now, and he's turning up, man. He feels fun to play with. He has a bright future here at Sunderland. Into the second half we go. 49th minute. 1-0 is the score, and this time it's Gooch putting it in, the American. He's a player that hasn't progressed in rating that much so far since we started the career mode, but he's been fun to play with, and he does have a very high potential, so I'm excited to continue using him. And we're kind of using him out of position too. At the cam role, he can play that position, but his main role is a right midfielder. But with Jordi and Bola there, I just don't see him getting any playing time whatsoever at the right mid position. But it's a phenomenal goal right there by Gooch, putting that one in and giving us a win here. Portsmouth would come back and get one more, but it wouldn't be enough. A 2-1 win as we move into the January transfer window. All right, so we have officially made it to the January transfer window after that game with Portsmouth, and we have a few things to talk about here. One of our players, our starting right back, has left the club. His release clause was paid for. That's a big loss, $2 million. But the thing is, we're also getting $2 million to our budget, so it's not that big of a deal. We're going to sign some players here. Do not worry. We're going to need to sign a new left back. Here's a look at our updated or our new right back at our youth squad. Got the same two players. This dude could be a beast, this right back, but he's still only 49 overall. We're not going to be calling him up anytime soon. Here is a look at how things sit in the table. We've moved to third place, 44 points, and we have a game of hand, so we could easily move up to second with a win. Now let's get into signing some new players. The first thing I'm going to do is try to sign someone on a pre-contract, and it's Brahimi. 85 overall. If we could have this dude for next season when we're in the championship, he would be such a big help to us. I mean, an 85 overall player could be huge. And the thing is, his wage is only like 25K, so it's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna take that big of a hit on our budget. And let's see if we can get him for 3 years on the team. That would be perfect. Let's go, man. He agrees to a 3-year contract. Disregard the release clause, and now we need to talk money. What do we want to sign Brahimi for? I think we could get him for, like, I don't know, did we just offer his current wage 25 million? And then the thing is, I don't know what to put the signing bonus at. Let's give him 70K. Will he accept this? All I want him to do is not storm out. I literally hate when that happens. He just wants a bigger signing bonus. Okay, we could definitely make that happen. He likes the 25K wage. Let's accept it. This isn't happening now, but next season, Brahimi is joining the team. That's huge. We talked about us needing a new right back, and I've been looking into some players. There's this 17-year-old from Germany. He might not be too high rated right now, but we can get this dude and build him up to a very, very solid right back. And the thing is, this guy's literally going to cost absolutely nothing. We might even be able to get him for 300K. Could you imagine? Like, that is such a cheap price. Oh my god, 330K for this dude. We're gonna accept it. He could be joining the team as our new right back. And here we are. Atsa is the player, and look at this, man. He literally wants nothing. This could be one of the cheapest signings we will ever make. We have ourselves a new starting right back, but I'm interested to see what his rating is. I think he's only going to be like a 61, 62. Again, very, very low, but it's better than the option we have now. Losing our 70 rated right back was a big loss. Let's see. Atsa, what is he? 82, not too shabby. He'll be decent. He doesn't really have great stats, but again, he's got good potential. He will be a beast for us down the road. Hopefully, he can just hold it down for us for the time being. So I'm interested in getting another player on a pre-contract. It's Giovinco. A player, you know, he's 31 years old, getting kind of up there in age, but again, he might be very, very cheap. And in the championship next season, he'll be a beast for us. I mean, him and Brahimi will be absolutely sensational. Only a 1-year deal. Let's accept and see how much he wants for a contract. Okay, this is where I really don't know what to offer him. So we're gonna give him 20,000 a week, and we'll offer him 100,000 signing bonus. I'm sure he's going to counter this offer. Let's see what he says. No, he says it's a fair offer. Okay, Giovinco joining the team next season. 2 big players on pre-contract. So after looking at the team's starting 11, as much as I would love to sign more attackers, we just got in Brahimi and Giovinco for next season. I think the team's good enough to get us to the championship. What I do want to upgrade is our defense, because, well, not, I guess I should say specifically our center backs. We have Lovins, and that's it on the bench. We have do we have anyone else? Osturk, and then our 2 center backs. Kelly isn't even a straight up center back. I want to get a new center back. I have a really, really cheap and good player in mind. I have him shortlisted, actually. He plays currently for Chelsea, and there's actually 2 players. First is Declan Rice. I would love to get him on a loan. The player's contract is too short, so they do not want him to go out on loan. Okay, that is fine. I want to buy this man. I'm Ampadu. Ampadu. I'm going to call him that from Chelsea. Hopefully that's his name, and it should be very cheap. He should be like 66, 67 overall. He'll be one of our highest rated center backs, and hopefully he won't cost us any more than like 1 million. I'm hoping we can get him for 1 million. Let's see. 1 million straight up. What are we saying, Chelsea? Can we get him? They won't let him go for anything less than 1.1 million. Okay, I'm going to gladly accept that, and let's go into contract negotiations. Guys, I think we're going to be able to sign this man. They're on the verge of getting this 18-year-old center back, which got to get the wages right. I'm going to offer, I think he's making currently 8K right now at Chelsea. So we'll offer him that, and then we'll give him a $50,000 signing bonus. Might be a little too much. Let's see what he has to say. He says it's fair. Another center back joining the team. Well, I guess I shouldn't say another center back. This is one of our first center backs we've signed in this career mode. Kelly, we signed him as a left back, but he's currently playing the center back position. Let's swap him out, and let's see what our new center back his current rating is. He is a 66, so he's kind of tied with some of our current players right here, but he slots in perfectly, man, and hopefully at the end of the season we can get him up to like a 70 rating. That'd be perfect. Okay, wow, we just made a lot of signings. As you can see, we don't have a lot of money left whatsoever. Here's what we have remaining in the season so far. Okay, a decent amount of games left. I'm hoping we will be able to win the league either through the playoffs, or yeah, getting one of the top spots. That is going to be the goal. But yeah, we got to play some more games now, boys. I'm not going to show you anymore during the transfer window. It's really not worth it, simply because we have no money left, and I guess we could end up selling players. I just don't think I want to sell anyone right now. Interest shown in one of our players. Okay, man. Yeah, I just don't think I want to get rid of anyone, or I honestly, I think the team looks good. We're going to stick with things, and hopefully we'll do well enough the rest of the year where we can get promoted. So we've been moving along quite nicely in this career mode since the January transfer window. We're sitting in second place, 2 points back of Charlton Athletic. We're about to take on the 4th team in the league. And look at how our team's doing. We do have a big injury in one of our top strikers, who we're gonna have to put him on the bench right now. But other than that, we're performing really, really well. Injuries are the only thing that, you know, in all honesty, are holding us back at this point. We're probably gonna need to bring in, well, we have Giovinco being brought in next season, so we won't have to worry about him. The new center back we brought in at a 69 overall, Jordi Mbola, is already at a 76 overall. McGeady's starting to slowly decline. Kelly at a 73. Gooch at a 70. Ruiz is growing so quickly at a 73. And yeah, again, the only problem is our striker, who is, hurt right now, 78 rated. That is a recent injury. It must have just happened because I was just playing a few games, then I simmed a few games, and then Cattermole has been hurt for 2 months. That's been a big loss, but let's go in to our next few games as we close the season out. So as we're sitting here towards the top of the table, Walsall right here is one of the better sides this year in League One. They're vying for a spot as one of the top 2 teams in the league, but we're trying to shut them down right here as we score the first goal of the game. It's Gooch once again. This man, another player who's stepping up during today's episode. It's going to be interesting to see how his role changes if and when we move to the championship next year. We might end up getting a replacement for him, or who knows, he might end up staying on the squad and staying in the starting 11. But all I know is he's been one of the MVPs for us this year, the young American. 15th minute of action, more chances, and it's Abel Ruiz getting his 3rd goal of the episode. We're absolutely dominating now some of these top teams in League One, and it's pretty much expected. A lot of the players we signed, the young players, are now progressing in their overall, and Ruiz getting up to like a 72 overall. It's crazy how Jordi Mbola, the player we signed from Monaco, could be like a 76 overall by the end of the season. He is definitely the future of this club. This game is going to be a 2-0 win, and we were finally back in first place in League One for the final game of the year against Southend United, the game where hopefully we will be crowned champions of the league. This is the starting lineup we're going into the game with. We had a few injuries. The Chelsea center back we signed, I can't even remember to pronounce his name. The name was just so ridiculously absurd, but he is out for the season, so that's why Baldwin back in the center back role. But the rest of the squad the same for this game against Southend United. We found ourselves trailing in the second half, but Gooch coming back, getting that equalizing goal in the 61st minute. What a freaking strike from him, keeping us in this one, boys. Again, we're vying for the top spots in the league. What a goal from him. The score is 1-1. We needed to continue scoring. There is, like, I'm pretty sure even if we lose this game, we go on and win the league. But we'd like to see a win in our final game of the year. Here it's 3-1 in the 88th minute. Check out this goal from Maja, boys. We haven't seen him the entire episode, and he comes in and scores one of the best goals of the year for us. An incredible long shots from this man. We're gonna get another look right here before the game is slowly gonna come to an end. Beautiful goal. We'd end up losing the game, but we'd end up winning the league title. We've done it in our first season with Sunderland. We are champions of League One. We're heading back to the championship, boys, where we are going to compete for a spot in the Premier League. I can't wait. It's going to be very, very exciting stuff. And I'm hoping next season we can either win the EFL Cup or we can win the FA Cup and maybe clinch a role in the Europa League. That would be the dream. But here we go, boys. Cattermole, as our captain, is going to raise the trophy. It's a successful season number 1. I can't wait to see what the next seasons hold. We're champions of League One. All right, guys, so with that, the season is finished. We have won the league, and we're on to the championship, where things are going to start to heat up, and big signings, hopefully, will be coming in next season. We don't have a lot of money going into season number 2, but hopefully we'll get a big boost in the transfer budget. I think we'll probably get upwards of 10, 20 million. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see if it actually happens. This is how the league finished. So Sunderland getting promoted along with Charlton Athletic, and then I'm not sure who ended up winning the playoffs. Let's check who won that to see who's going to get promoted. It's going to be Bradford City moving on over Plymouth Argyle. Let's also check out who won the FA Cup. It is going to be, come on, drum roll. Who is it? Manchester United beating Chelsea. And then the Carabao Cup right here belongs to, it's taking so long to load, Liverpool. Okay, good stuff right there. Let's check out the top goal scorers here in season number 1. The surprising thing is not too many Sunderland players up there towards the top. We did get a player in 6th and 7th. We got Mbola right there, and then Ruiz, 17, 16 goals respectively. We'll check out all of our players and how they did. Maja and Mbolu right there. Those two players were probably our MVPs this year. Jordi Mbola was just honestly unreal. He's already up to a 77 rating. Definitely our best signing in the series so far. Let's check out the stats and see who had the most goals on the team overall. Ruiz with 20, Jordi with 20 as well. He had 10 assists. Man, he is going to be so good for us. I can't wait till he gets in the 80 ratings. He is just, I don't even know what to say, man. 54 appearances as well for him. We got Maja there, who went up +8 ratings this year. It's crazy. We got Gooch as well. He had a good season. Only up to a 70 overall. I would have hoped he moved up more than that, but we'll take it. McGeady might be his last season for the team, honestly. We might end up getting rid of him next year because we have some new players coming in. We have the new player that we brought in on pre-contract coming in. And as for the rest of the team, boys, it was a pretty decent season. I mean, hey, we won the league. That's all we can really ask for. And let's sim till the end of the season. And I mean, I'm hoping we don't get fired. I don't think we will. We're at a 76 manager rating. We'll see if we completed all the objectives. I think we failed to complete one team objective. We're going to get a look at that right here. And before we end the year, I guess we have one final training session. A few of our players rating is moving up. Morris is one of our youngsters that we signed through the youth academy. He's almost up to a 55 overall. But that is how we're ending things off. Let's end the season and see our objectives. While we didn't complete all the objectives, they say it was a satisfactory performance. We won the freaking league. Like, come on, man. We deserve more credit than that. But we're on to season number 2. It's coming up the next episode. 1,000 likes. That episode will be here as soon as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying our road to glory. Things are just heating up. Episode 3, season 2, coming up in the next episode. We'll see you boys then.